Everything I do is effectively. I fuck effectively, I play MLB The Show effectively, and I do mini seasons effectively. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing for 99 overall Johnny Damon. We're gonna get him and we're gonna complete the most amount of missions we possibly can along the way. First things first, I'm not gonna go out of my way and play on anything higher than rookie difficulty unless I have to, and there are some missions that require it, but I gotta work around for them. So whenever you see that it says versus and then the opponent's team name, that means you are playing at home. If you are on next gen, I highly suggest downloading any created stadium with crazy elevation or playing at Laughing Mountain Park. If you're on current gen, you don't really have options, so play at Laughing Mountain Park where the elevation is insane. If you are playing away, we're not going to be playing these on all-star difficulty, we're not going to be playing these on rookie difficulty. Instead, we're going to be playing these on all-star difficulty, and we're going to try to knock out as most, if not completely, the all-star difficulty missions by only hitting for the first inning, meaning we're not looking to pitch. After we get 3 outs, after we hit 3 outs, you quit out. Why? Because we don't want to spend too much time on this. We want to do it the fastest way possible while obtaining the most amount of rewards. The only thing you want to ensure is that by the end of the season, you are one of the top 4 teams. That way you do advance to the postseason, because you can't get Johnny Damon if you don't advance to the postseason. Our first team build is going to be centered around second half Sparks, the mission where you need second half Heroes series players. And what we're going to do is, I don't have a great inventory, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played this game in a minute, but I will go ahead and fill out as many roster spots as I possibly can offensively with second half heroes, and then anything that is missing, I'm going to go ahead and get speedy guys to fill up those slots. That way I can work on intense speed and the second half Sparks simultaneously. Now what you're going to want to do is, especially if you're playing at a high elevation, you're going to be smoking the CPU without a doubt, because anything you connect is going to be a home run. But if you do hit a single, let's say, then I want you to go ahead and try to take second base. It most likely is not going to matter if you get gunned out, because at the end of the day you're going to be blowing them out and you should win those games without a problem. But if you do not get gunned out, then it's going to be perfect regardless as well, because you're going to begin working towards this mission right here. An example of this would be this team build right here. You see, I have as many second half heroes cards as I possibly can, and the only 2 slots that were open for me were third base and shortstop, where I got Tatis and Elly De La Cruz, 2 speedy guys that can get on base and steal bases for me and help me out. But regardless, if I hit a single with any of these guys, I'm gonna try to steal second base, because why not? For each one of these team builds, there are going to be 3. You're gonna want to have the same starting rotation and bullpen. Why, you might ask? Well, there is a Future Star Series mission, as well as a tally strikeouts with any pitchers, as well as a saves with finest pitchers. Now, I'll be completely honest. This one right here, where you have to save games with finest pitchers, is most likely going to be the mission that you don't go ahead and complete. And the reason why you might not go ahead and complete this is because the home games are the only ones we're going to be playing the full 3 innings of, and you're most likely going to be winning by more than 3 runs. So unless you allow yourself to get within 3 runs, or allow your opponent to get within 3 runs, you most likely won't have a save opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this mission out. What I'm going to be focusing on is the Future Stars pitchers, as well as the tally strikeouts with any pitchers. And if you're like me, that only has 1 Future Stars pitcher, then you're just gonna go ahead and put him to pitch each and every single home game. Why? Because it's on rookie difficulty, and even out of energy, you should be able to score enough runs to get him in there for all 3 innings. And then when you play the away games, he's gonna be able to recover and then get back on the mound to go ahead and pitch 6 straight games all over again. Now, of course, if your collection is a little better than mine, then you're gonna have much more options, and you can use just 2 or 3 or whatever it is you'd like. The second team build that you're going to go ahead and create is going to focus on let's see that offense and grind 99. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking to build a team of 96 as the minimum overall and above. And with this team, we're just going to go ahead, enter the away games on all-star difficulty, and try to get as many hits and score as many runs as we possibly can before 3 outs. That way we can at least work towards getting a ball in is a habit 5-pack bundle, as well as 10 standard packs. Now if that does not seem worth it to you, then you can just go ahead and enter the games and quit them out instantly and just take the L and continue moving on. But if you do like extra packs and working maybe on parallel XP, if you can bat twice with the lineup, then I'd go ahead and at least attempt it, because you got nothing to lose. And if you get on base, then you can still work on the stolen bases at the same time as well. An example of this team build, which I was lucky enough to have just enough, you can see on my bench I'm missing 2 players that are 96 and above overall, but this would be my example of a team build like that. The reason we have Veen instead of Aaron Judge is because of the speed and the stealing. So if he gets on base, he at least gives me hope that he's gonna steal the bag. But this would be the example you would want. And of course, like I said, the starting pitchers as well as the bullpen are gonna be the same across all 3 teams, so you're not gonna want to worry about that. Now if you're done with the 15 home runs for second half heroes, you're going to be using the 3rd team build at home games in particular. And you usually only want to use this team build on home games in particular, unless you of course have a ton of 96 and above speedy guys that can hit for contact and power as well to take onto all-star difficulty and get them on base. So this is my 3rd team build. If I had, let's say, 9 other Elly De La Cruz caliber players, then I would be set to take this team onto all-star difficulty. But because all-star difficulty missions require you to have, if you want to work on 2 simultaneously, a 96 minimum overall player, then clearly this team you would only want to use at home and not away on the all-star difficulty games, because if you use them away on the all-star difficulty games, you're only working on 1 of the 2 missions. So like I said, this is what you would want to work on at home after you hit the home runs. And then last but not least, this is the team you would like to work on away. And whenever any of these guys get on first base, try to steal the bag. I don't care if it's Giancarlo running, try to steal the bag. With that being said, all you want to make sure is you make the cutoff and make the playoffs, because after you make the playoffs, you're just gonna keep on rinse and repeating everything that you did in the regular season. I forgot how many games the series usually are, but any away game, I would still try to play it on all-star difficulty and quit out, even if I do take the L, because I don't really care. I'm just working on getting some packs along the way, as long as experience. And then any home games, play on rookie difficulty, even if you completed all the other missions, just so you can get the W and get Johnny Damon a whole lot faster. Now if you have yet to download that created stadium and you want to know which created stadium is the one you get, all you have to do is enter the stadium creator, and then you go by most popular. Just literally scroll up until you find the most popular, and it's going to be called Blank Canvas by Gomes the Legend. You download it by going ahead and pressing on options, which is going to be the square button. You press save, you download it, save it, and then you head into mini seasons and you're gonna have it, and bada boom bada bang, you're hitting home runs even with the speed team. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.